Hello everybody, welcome to another Creo tutorial. Today I'm gonna show you how to model and assemble a post-it note holder. So this is a simple product with only a few simple parts. I'll show you how to model them and also how to assemble them together as well. So just a quick simple product. So this is a post-it note holder. So we're gonna make a new file, pick parts, and we'll start with the front piece. Give a name front piece, and make sure to untick use default. We want to select the solid part, millimeter, kilogram per second. So this will make sure the units are millimeters, and we'll turn on the planes, the axis. Alright, so we'll start by clicking a sketch, click the front plane, and click sketch. So we can click this button to flatten it out and create a rectangle. Make it 50 by 70. Next we'll draw a circle somewhere in the centers for us to pull the post-it notes out. Put in half the size of the width, so 35, half of 70, and here make it 25. Next we also use a line tool here. Press the middle mouse button to get out of it, start a new line, and it's doing that. Make sure you select right on the side. So we have our lines and shape tools. We have our line modification tools here, and also this button here deletes a segment. We want to delete this line, so it makes a shape. Just be aware when we extrude things, when we click our sketch, make sure it's yellow like this. Make sure the shape is a loop all the way around, so it's a nice plain loop without any lines crossing, which is very important for the program to make sure it extrudes out like that. If there's lines crossing over it, it'll leave an error for the mathematical calculation. So here we'll just give a thickness of 12 mil. Okay, that's good. Now we go ahead and make the next piece. Let's go file new again. We'll make another part. We'll do a side piece. So for each part, if it's already in use, we'll pick another one. Make sure you untick default. That's news as well. Name it number 3. So basically each part in real life, you're gonna model it as another part in Creo Parametric. So now we're gonna make a side piece, which is a simple square shape. So draw that out and draw a square shape. You can use the middle mouse button to rotate, and maybe click this button to rotate it flat. And we'll give it a dimension. Okay, so the length is 95, the width is 50. So it should be like that. And we'll click accept and extrude. So this little mark there will let us extrude. We'll make the thickness about 4 mil. So this is actually plywood. We're gonna use plywood for the side, and we're good with that. Now we'll make the next one. So file new again, and next will be the back piece, and untick the box, give it another name, pick millimeters, make sure you get the units right, and now sometimes you can just go straight into extrude. Open the plane up and draw the back piece. Back piece should be 70 by 50, and accept that. And this time it's 18 mil. We'll want to make a different type of timber for the back piece, and accept that, and we have pretty much everything. Okay, so we'll have to make one more page, which is the base. Give it a name, click OK. If it's in use, give it another file name and switch to millimeters. Click OK. And the base, now we're going to use the bottom plane just to make it associated with the orientation. Okay, so the base piece, we know that it's 70 width and I think it's 77 height. Okay, let's accept that. And this time we're gonna use 18 mil thick timber. And accept. Now we're ready to assemble this together. So go make a new file and go to assembly. Assembly, basically put all your parts together. Untick the box on the bottom, and we want to use millimeters. Click the right units and we're ready to go. Okay, alright, so bring your parts in. When you bring your parts in, make sure you gotta pick the first one that is the primary shape. Okay, looks like I can't find my files. I think I need to go and save it. So to go to your previous file, you click this button and switch between the other parts and go file save. I'll save this in my documents and I'll move on. Save your next one, back piece, save it all in the same folder, my documents, and we'll go back to assembly and bring in a first piece. So first piece is front piece. Alright, so be aware for the first piece we gotta put it into the default. Default just matches the 0 coordinates with of the part and the coordinates of the assembly. So that's fine. I'll bring in the next one will be the side piece 3. Alright, now I'm going to talk about constraints. Constraints, basically it defines how the parts are connected together. There's a range of different ones, but today we'll just use rigid. It will connect together by glue or something like that. And we're going to use coincidence. Coincidence means similar. It's another word for similar. So if you leave your part close together and click the similar faces, so these faces are facing up, and we need to define three or four constraints. So we don't want to go past the front. Make sure it aligns with the front, and we need to define it so it's yellow like that, so it's fully constrained. So that means when we move it, when we click and drag, it doesn't move or fly anywhere, so it'll stay there where we want it. And when you use the side piece again, you can drag the arrow tool to bring where you like. Make sure you position it so it's in the appropriate place. So you can leave it as automatic and pick the surfaces. So I pick the top so it's aligned with the top. Both two top surfaces are similar, it doesn't go past the top. So right now I'll just show you what happens if you don't constrain. If you don't constrain it, you drag it, it goes everywhere. It's constrained at the top but not at the other thing. So that's why we need to constrain your parts. So to reconstrain it, we can right click the part, go edit definition, and drag it into the right place. And to edit the constraints, we open the placement here. We can make a new constraint. So we need, for all part, you need at least 3 constraints. we want the front face and the front face to line up. We want this face and this face to connect, and now it's yellow. Okay, we're pretty good there. Now we'll go next again. Actually, that's done. It's already constrained. Now we just bring in the last two pieces. I'll bring in the back. Which one was that? Back piece 2. So the reason you need to put it in the right position, the reason for that is because for the surface to recognize, they need to be placed in the right place. So the coincidence relationship says coincidence there. They recognize the right angle and orientation. So we need to align the back face with the back face. So that lines up. And one more thing, we need to align. If you right click and hold, you can pick from list, and we can select different face. We'll select that face and pick from list again. We need the face from the back there. And okay, and there you go, you got turns yellow, it means fully constrained. And we'll bring in the last piece, which is the base. And the base piece sits right in the middle there. We'll just leave it around there, and I'll show you how to constrain it again. If you bring it in and you click accept, you can go right click edit definition, and you can start working with the constraints now. So we'll line up the base with the base, we'll line up the back with the back of this one, and the side with this side, and accept. So there's a problem with our model. The front piece is too long, it's passing the front piece. We can edit this in the assembly view. Just go click here, click tree filter, and click display features. Features are all the edits you made for your part. So we just go edit definition and make this shorter. We'll go out of that. We'll go edit the actual sketch, so we can edit the width, and I'll make this, mine is 12, which is 55. 55, is that enough? I think it's 65, and click OK. And we need to edit the constraints again, and make sure it's in the right place. There you go, all the things in the right place. And you can go ahead and fix the front part as well, but I'll just leave it there for you to explore. And you can also rendering as well. Go apply materials and apply a rendering settings. Have a look at the rendering tutorial for that, but I'll just quickly fix the front piece here. We'll edit the sketch. So this program's neat because you can edit in assembly, which is quite cool. Alright, so I think I bring the circle up, so it should be more closer to the back surface. But there you go, that's the tutorial there. Hope you like it. See you later. Yeah, just have a look for my other rendering tutorial to how to render and assign material. But that's it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.